An absolute epic encounter over 110 minutes, goals, plenty of entertainment, penalty shootout. There had to be a winner, and to be honest, it wasn't to be on night. A few tears, hard luck to you guys. You gave it really everything. How do you sum the game up yourself from your side?
It was a battle. It was a lot like the game in Westport there a couple of weeks ago. You know, we started, obviously didn't start great today. It took us a while to get into it, but once we got into it, then I thought we were all right. Like the early goal was a bit of a sickener, and the early goal was a bit of a sickener, and it took us a bit to get into it then. But once we did, we kind of got on top and started to play our football that we know we can. But look, we got ahead and we were on top, but just couldn't keep hold of it.
And when we did turn it around in the second half, Dylan set up Ted for the equaliser, then Dylan scored one himself, and then we held on until the 89th minute, and one chance, bang, back to square one, and Celtic nearly won it after that in time added on.
Yeah, look, in the late stages of the game, it's tough. Like, everyone is feeling it, everyone's tired, and all them things just happen. You know, if you want to win trophies, they're the sort of goals you kind of have to cut out of your game. You know, it comes from everywhere. It comes from the top down. You can't blame anyone for it. It's just you need to cut them out if you want to win these games.
And extra time, Celtic start off, but you kind of nearly fashioned a winner yourselves in extra time.
Yeah, extra time was end to end. I think everyone was wrecked, and it was a lot of not tracking men and cheating, letting people go, and that always happens. But you just need to take your chances, and it's cut them out at the other end. You know, it was basically a cup final today, and if you want to win a cup final, you can't concede 2 goals. So it wasn't our day today.
But for neutral though, it was a great spectacle. It was a great advertisement for football for a neutral spectator, to be honest. But all we have to do is pick ourselves up again and look forward to the Under-21 Cup.
Exactly, yeah. Hopefully Westport United beat first in that now, so that'll be an interesting game. And I think if Celtic win all their games, then we'll have them in the semi-finals. So, we can get our revenge then. But it's definitely left a sour taste in the mouth now after today, so we'll all be then right up for that, I'd say.
Yeah, all you can do really yourselves is just pick yourselves up again. There's big games this weekend between the B team playing Claremorris on Saturday evening, the match against Moyfilla on Sunday, and the Under-18s at home to Fay on Monday evening. So 3 great games coming up, and they're all perfect pick-me-up games.
Yeah, exactly. The Claremorris game for the Leeds is a big enough game. I think they're still fighting for 3rd place there, so that's a big one. And then obviously Moyvilla in the club semi-final, then it's a massive one. And give you a chance to get you up after this loss now, because that'll be a good one to win.
And of course the Under-18s against Fay, local derby. They've won the league on Monday night, but Fay will certainly try to upset the apple cart.
Exactly, yeah. No, the Under-18s will be looking to pick up now where they left off. A good few of them involved today, but they still have that confidence in the 18s league that they can kick on.
And all I can say is commiserations once again, and nice talking to you as usual.
Thanks, Tim.
Another epic game tonight. Great for the neutral, but heartbreak for the lads. A few tears shed after that shootout, but they gave it everything over those 110 minutes.
Sorry, Kenneth, I'm just saying goodbye to Porrick. My overriding emotion is just pride for the players. I thought they were exceptional. I think in the game we started slowly, and I think Castlebar Celtic started stronger than we did, and it took us a little while to get into the game. But once we found our feet, maybe after about 15 minutes from then on, I thought we were, to a man, outstanding. We rose to the challenge, and I think we had the game won, and 2 goals that were, let's call them soft. Scored 2 really good goals ourselves, played some outstanding football. I think dominated the game if you leave out the first 15 minutes and maybe the last 4 or 5 minutes at the end of the game, I think we dominated the game. I thought we played the better football. Thought we were stronger. Looks like the only team that was going to go on and win, and just got caught with a sucker punch at the end. I think the heads go a little bit fuzzy then. If you've ever played in a game like that where you're on the 90th minute when you have the game won, or you think you have the game won, the head scrambles a little bit and you can get a little bit disorganised. And Castlebar Celtic smelled that, in fairness to them, and they tried to go for a winner, and we could have lost it in the 90 minutes. Then in extra time, I think we settled again, and there weren't any great chances. I think Castlebar Celtic had a couple of chances. I think we had a couple of chances as well. We had one great chance with Adam near the end. But I would have, if I was to sum up the overall game, I think I would say that we were the better team in 90 minutes, but that over the 120 minutes, it was probably an even game. And then it came down to penalties. I don't buy the notion that penalties is a lottery. Penalties is not a lottery. Penalties is it's a product of players staying concentrated and keeping free enough in their body to slot the ball home. And Stefan Hester in goal for Castlebar Celtic made 2 really good saves, and for that Celtic deserved to win the penalty shootout.
And when I saw Stefan Hester coming on in extra time, I thought to myself, he was in for that purpose, for the penalty shootout.
I don't believe so. I think both Mark Cunningham and their goalkeeper went Gaelic training, GAA training, and I think that's the reason that we had to leave work early and play the game at 6 o'clock.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that after tonight, one thing that will probably do for the lads is let them look back on it and say to themselves, this is where we are now. We know what we can do now to step up that little bit higher to get up past Castlebar Celtic next time around.
Listen, they're fantastic games to play in. If you're a Castlebar lad or you're a Westport lad, and what more do you want in terms of this level of football, this amateur football at under 21 level? What more do you want than playing against your big rival in Solar 21 Park in a final, and for it to be an epic game, and for Castlebar to go on and win it? So of course they're overjoyed. For us, we've lost it. We feel a little bit disappointed, but absolutely no sense of sort of disappointment in the way the players performed, because I thought they were absolutely brilliant to a man. I'm just so proud of them.
So the players themselves have to pick themselves up fairly quickly because of the B match on Saturday evening against Claremorris, the cup game on Sunday against Moyfella, and the under-18s against Five Rovers on Monday evening. So it's a quick turnaround of fixtures, so there's very little time to be down in the mouth over it. Just pick themselves up again and get back to battle.
Yeah, and I think young players have that ability to kind of just shake it off and move on, because it's only a game really at the end of the day. Of course it's disappointment and you love to win, but it is only a game, and they're a great bunch of lads. And we now know that it's sort of coming through at 21s. Every player that started there this evening is under 21 again next year, and quite a few of them will be under 21 the following year. So it augurs really well for us. And Kevin and Pat and Tony are doing a great job with the Super League, and you can see some of the benefit of that out there in the style of football we played. Our ability to hold on to the ball and some of the angles of running was really, really good. Now, not taken from Castlebar, they also played some really good football. But it was a really good game. Enjoyable in one sense, and just right at this very minute, not as enjoyable as I would have liked it to have been. But that's football, Kenneth.
And there's one important statistic that needs to be noted anyways, most importantly for everyone, that Westport United are technically undefeated.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that at the moment, Kenneth, but listen, there's very little between those sides. I think we had it won in 90, and deservedly so, and just a little mix-up in defence, kind of on the 90th minute, a little mix-up, but that happens. Peter McNally played in goal. I said to him after the game that at the start of the season I was worried that we wouldn't have a goalkeeper, and now all of a sudden we have a real talent in our hands. And if Peter gets specific goalkeeping training, he will be a successor to Gary on the first team. I've no doubt about that. He's a great attitude. He has the natural talents. All the lads like him. He's good in the group, and he has all the attributes to go on and be a really top keeper. So he shouldn't be going home tonight in any ways disappointed. He should be looking at this as the starting point to get better and better and better.
And for some of you that would know already, others might know this, Peter McNally back in 2018 was the hero in a penalty shootout for Westport United to win the under 12 Connacht Cup.
Was he? I didn't know that. Yeah, he's a great lad. He's a lovely lad to have around, and we're really, really happy to have him in goal for us.
So the weekend to look forward to, 3 big games for Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Chance to regroup, and I bet everyone is looking forward to them.
Listen, they'll dust themselves down. They'll dust themselves down for the weekend. The young players do that. It's the likes of the managers and the coaches that have the sleepless nights worrying about things. But no, they'll be fine. It's a pity that we didn't see it out, but we'll be back. We'll have a look at the cup now and see what we can do in that.
And I believe in the cup is a draw against the B team.
Yeah, it'll be novel. It's probably a pity that we got drawn against each other. But we probably would both have preferred to have played somebody else, but that's the draw, and we have to dance with the girls in the hall, as they say.
And I'm sure when you look at the game, really, whatever by winning the game is probably another ways of having a look at different players and in the longer term, and probably use it as an occasion rather than a boxing match against each other.
Oh yeah, we found out so much about players. I thought our front players did really, really well. Dylan Duane scored an outstanding goal. I think Ted did really well and scored a really good goal. He was getting stronger and stronger as the game went on. I thought Killian White was outstanding in central defence. Just all our players. Dylan grew into the game and got better and better and better. Dan was brilliant when he came on. You can go through them one by one, and they all had outstanding. Jack Dawson, who played. I gave him a job to close down their number 6, and then because of an injury, we had to move him to
right
back, and had an outstanding game there. What a player! What a young lad! Great stuff. And I could name every single person on the panel and talk as glowingly about each one. I've just filled with so much pride for them.
And to be truthful with you, the lads can walk out of this ground tonight with their heads held high.
Absolutely held high, and with a little eye on the cup.
Absolutely, and we look forward to that competition, and the very best of luck in that, and nice talking to you again as always.
Thank you, Kenneth, yourself.